Hi guys, Caddy here. Today I'm going to show you guys just a quick little technique, just creating an ombre effect, and it's going to be creating an ombre effect on a budget. I don't know about you guys, but I'm always looking for ways to, you know, just kind of use things, and if you guys have seen my videos, you know that I like to just reuse things, and you know, I like to use scraps and just kind of think outside the box and use things in different ways. So basically, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to use are just these really cheap acrylic paints, which I get at Walmart. These are like $1 a piece, sometimes even less. So I just have red, I have pink, which is called Peony Pink. I'm going to use purple. This one is called Purple Pansy, and then white. And I'm just going to use these 4 colors to create an ombre effect, which you're going to see. Ombre is really in right now. You know, they're even coming out with the ombre inks now, so it's really in. And I'm gonna just show you guys how easy it is to just create an ombre background with this. This is regular cardstock. I don't have any like watercolor cardstock, so I'm gonna use some gesso on mine, and I'm just gonna apply some gesso on the background. I'm sorry if you guys can hear my kids in the background. They're out there, you know, just goofing around, so you hear them. Sorry about that. And I'm just gonna apply some gesso, like I said. If you have like watercolor paper, you know, that works. You don't have to apply gesso to that or anything. And I'm not gonna be using watercolors, but you know, I don't want the paper to warp so much, so I'm just gonna apply some of this stuff. And I'm just doing it in the middle because that's where I'm going to do my ombre effect. It's just going to be around on the middle of the page, so just some gesso. And this is a Faber-Castell gesso. This is the only gesso I've really tried is this one, so I can't really say anything for other ones, but this one works great for me. So just applying a really thin layer of that gesso. And I'm just using a little brush, nothing fancy. So, all right, so that's good for me. Okay, so I'm gonna put that aside, and I'm just gonna kind of let this dry, give it a couple minutes to dry. So I'm gonna put it aside while I get my paint ready. And I'm just using this little palette circle. Okay, so I'm gonna begin, and basically I'm gonna do a pink ombre effect. So I'm going to use this pink, and I'm going to try to do as many layers, I guess, of color as I can. So I'm going to start with just this pink color, and you can use any pink really, I mean, you know, any pretty pink that you have. So I'm going to start, and then on my lightest color, I'm just going to put a little dab of pink. Here I'm going to put a little bit more, and so on and so forth. Okay. This one is going to be just this color. I'm not going to alter it. And then I'm going to use a little bit of that. So, okay. So then I'm going to use, and the red and the purple are basically just going to be for this one, which is going to be, I'm going to try to get like a, kind of like a fuchsia. Not really, it's not going to be a fuchsia really, but because fuchsia is a really difficult color to kind of try to create. So, but you know, I'm going to try to make it get as close as I can to it. So we'll see. And I'm just using some red and purple. And then I'm going to start mixing that up. First of all, let me mix up these. Okay, and then I'm going to use the white on this one. Some white here. White, and I don't think I'm going to need any there. So let's just start mixing from the lightest, and I should probably get another paintbrush because this one is all retorted. I think I left that one inside of the of my little jar, so it got a little bit weird. I'm going to take another paintbrush. You can actually throw that one away. These are just cheap paintbrushes. I get these like at Walmart. You know, I don't spend a lot of money on these things because I think the cheap ones work just fine. You know, I'm not like a big time artist or anything. So, you know, I just get the really cheap ones. I'm just going to mix this one, and it's going to be a really light pink. Okay, so that one is that. Just make sure you mix it in really well. Okay, and then this one is going to be a little bit darker. And I might need to add a little, let's see how it goes. I might need to add a little bit more pink. Just a tad. Teensy pink. There we go. Okay, so that's that one. And let's do the next one. And same thing, I'm going to have to add a little bit more pink. And you can do this with any, you know, color family. You know, you can do it with the blues, you can do it with the greens, you know, I mean, any really color family that you wanna use for a background or anything. You know, so something really pretty too that I was trying out the other day. I think I might need a little bit more. I you know, made a little small piece of paper, and I made the little ombre effect on it, and then I punched out, you know, I punched out a butterfly, and it looked really, really pretty. So maybe I'll do that. Let's see if I have some paint left, and I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so that's that. This one I'm going to leave just as it is, because that's the original color. And I'm going to go ahead and mix this one in, which is going to be my sort of fuchsia color, and I think I'm going to have to add some more red to it because it's getting kind of purple. So, and it's a lot of fun mixing up these colors because you know, you just kind of start mixing them up and then get different color combinations. So, oh, I think I added too much. Oops. Let's see what that gives me, because I think I overdid it on the red. Let's see, maybe not. Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty happy with it. It gave me like a really dark pink, so I'm pretty happy with that. Yep. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Let me get my paper, and this should be dry already. Either way, let me just get my heat tool, and oh shoot, that's fine. Let me get my heat tool and just make sure this is dry. Alright, so I'm gonna go from lightest to darkest. So I'm going to do my darkest color here on the bottom, and I'm actually going to use another brush for that. Let me put this one in water, and I'm going to take this brush for that. Okay, I'm just going to take some paint, and I'm just going to go along the bottom like that. And I'm actually going to take this piece of cardstock that I have lying here, and I'm going to do the same colors just so I can maybe punch out one of the butterflies and you guys can see what I mean. I'm just going to do a little piece there of that one, and I'll do the same for all the other colors. Okay, so that's going to be that. And of course you can add as much paint as you like, or as little paint as you like, make it as thin or as thick as you like. So, you know, really it's, you know, it's your creation, so you do whatever makes you happy. Just gonna wet that brush and then move on to the next color. So, and I should have probably started from sorry about that, from the lighter colored, you know, and gone down, but it's okay. I mean, like I said, you can do really whatever makes you happy. So, you know, these kind of look similar, but they will, you know, once they dry, they will. Obviously, you can tell the difference because this one has the red in it, so you will be able to tell. And this over here, I'm not too concerned about because I could always, you know, trim off the edges of the paper and just, you know, and mat it on something. That's fine. You know, when you're making art, you can't really get too picky because you're going to get messy, so. Alright, so that's that color. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, let's move on to this one. Alright, next one. Oh, you know what? I didn't do the other thing. Duh. Oh, I'll go back to it because anyway I have some paint left over in each color, so I'll go back to that. Sorry about that. I just get a little distracted. I like to paint. It's a lot of fun. So, right, that one. And then I'm just wiping my brush on my paper towel. You know, since they're similar colors, you don't really have to, you know, wipe it down too much. It's not a big deal. And there you go. You have an ombre effect. Super cute, super simple, super cheap. I mean, you know, it doesn't get any cheaper than you know, $4 with some acrylic paints. So, you know, it's pretty simple. So, I mean, I hope you guys will, you know, try this technique out. I'm just kind of painting down here. Hope you guys will try this out and show me what you made. So, thank you so much for watching. You know what? Before I go, let me do this because I said I was going to do it. So, let me do this. So I'll use those 4 colors. And you can use as many as you like. And I'm just going to quickly dry this. You know what? Just so that my butterfly can cut. And I'll just dry this really quick. So I'm just going to take my, this is the Martha Stewart. This is the Monarch butterfly. So I mean, you can really punch anything out that you want to use. I mean, any punch that you have. And there you go. You have a little ombre butterfly. Super cute, and you can place that on your layout. So that's really cute. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, please leave them below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.